Hello, my name is Charlotte Anderson, and I am the owner of Carolina Honeybees in Pickens. I am one of thousands of small-scale beekeepers across the country. We each have our own way of harvesting honey, and what I'm going to show you today is just one of the ways that I do it, and maybe it will help give you some ideas on how to harvest your own honey if you are a beginning beekeeper. And if you are one of my customers, maybe you'll understand the process a little better about how the honey gets from the hive to your table. We begin with a honey super that has 9 frames of honey inside, like this one right here. Usually honey that has been capped over with a wax covering is ready to harvest, but sometimes honey that has not been capped is still well within the moisture range that we desire, and honey that has been capped can be above that. The first thing that we have to do in order to get the honey out of the comb is to remove this wax capping. So I take the frame and place it in the comb capper that I purchased this spring at a bee meeting. And this hopefully will help me to be able to hold the frame and to get the wax coating off. This will be my first time using it, so we'll see how it goes. I use an electric hot knife to take the cappings off the honey. I think this is a perfectly acceptable thing to do as long as you don't let the knife stay in contact with the honey for too long, therefore you might scorch it. But you can see that it takes the wax off the frame of honey very nicely without wasting much of the honey. Then I use an instrument called a scratcher, and I can use it to open any of the wax coatings that did not come off with the hot knife. And it seems that my comb capper worked really well to help me hold my frame and do that in one easy motion. Now, of course, we have to turn it around and take the wax coating off the other side of the honey frame. You have to be careful with the hot knife because it will certainly burn you. We just peel off the wax capping. These cappings will be cleaned and they will be used to make beeswax candles for my customers. Take the scratcher, scratch open any cells that, because of the way the comb is, the bees have made the comb in the frame, some of the cells may not get caught in the knife. Then I will take this frame of honey that has the cappings removed and I will put it here into my extractor. And the extractor will help, it will sling the honey out of the honeycomb against the walls. Then it will drip down to the bottom and come out a opening at the bottom and just drip through a metal stainless steel strainer into the bucket. And that's what raw honey is all about. There's not a lot of processing involved. We don't do microfiltering and pasteurizing. This is getting the honey to you as close to natural as possible. The spin time in the extractor depends on many factors: the viscosity of the honey, the speed of the rotation, and the temperature in the honey house. It takes quite a while, maybe around 40 minutes. The honey should be ready to flow out of the honey gate. This particular box of honey has a light color, which is not characteristic of our area. The unusual spring temperatures have affected the plants that give nectar. Normally we will have a redder tint to our honey. We do have some red tinted honey, and when this is all mixed together it will give it a darker color.